Om Tabakatamritam Tapta Jivanam Kavibhiriritam Kalmashapaham Shravanamangalam Srimadaatatam Bhuvi Grinanti Ye Bhurida Janaha Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. O Lord, your gospel is like nectar and bliss, showered upon the pain-stricken lives of suffering humanity. It dispels all the sins and misdeeds of life. It brings spiritual welfare in life. The spiritual beauty, prosperity and grace spreads through and through one who listens to your holy message. They are the real givers who preach and pronounce the nectar of your message to suffering humanity. Om, peace, peace, peace be unto us all. Why not sit here in the pews so that I can see your face? So we are reading the Gospel of Sri Ramakrishna, and we are on page 842, where we find that Girish came to Sri Ramakrishna, and Girish was saying in his drunk mood, he was persisting on him that you are God yourself, so tell me that your cancer will be cured and you will be cured. And Master was suggesting that, how can I say that? I cannot talk about my body. I cannot pray to Divine Mother for these little petty things. But Girish is insisting. And Girish said, please say you will be cured. And Master, very well, if that pleases you. Girish was still under the influence of drink. Now and then he said to Sri Ramakrishna, well, sir, how is it that you were not born this time with your celestial beauty? Ramakrishna didn't respond. A few moments later again, Girish said, I see this time it will be the salvation of the people of Bengal. A devotee, that means probably the writer of this book, M, said to himself, why Bengal alone? It will be the salvation of the whole world. Now Girish said, addressing the devotees, does any of you understand why he is here? He means Ramakrishna. It is for the liberation of men. Their suffering has moved him to assume a human body. Now the coachman was calling Girish. He got up and was going towards the man. The master said to him, watch him where he is going. I hope he won't beat the coachman. M accompanied Girish. Its meaning, he is in a drunk mood. What he will do, he does not know. That's why Sri Ramakrishna is very cautious. And when people get into drinking, they do not know, they lose their senses. So Girish was intoxicated that way, and he came to the holy man Ramakrishna. But Ramakrishna, how is dealing this person, that is to be observed very carefully. Girish has a conviction that Ramakrishna is God himself. He has come here only to liberate people, take away the ignorance of people and give them freedom, their suffering to be wiped out. And he is telling the devotees, don't you know why he has come now? He will free the souls of this local area, Bengal, because he was born in Bengal. But the master said, why Bengal? It is for the whole world. That's we can understand now Ramakrishna's message of harmony and peace. is a global issue. People are finding the joy and peace from this message of harmony and right living. So presently Girish then went to the coachman and came back. And he prayed to Ramakrishna and said, "O God, give me purity, that I may not have any such trace of sinful thoughts." See, what a great devotee. In that drunk condition, his wonderful spirit, he knows that he is God himself standing before me, and know that I am a sinful person because I do so many negative things. And so you are here, so please help me to take out of my sin. What a beautiful prayer. Oh God, give me purity, and that I may not have even a trace of sinful thought. Master, you are already pure. You have such faith and devotion. You are in a state of joy, are not you? Girish says, "No, sir, I feel bad. I have worries. That is why I have drunk so much liquor." Actually, that is the point. Why people go for drinking and drug? Because life's problems are sometimes so severe, they cannot handle that. To forget that, they go for drinking, no? And then they get addicted. That's a different issue. But the primary cause of going for drug and drinking is to get out of the suffering of life. Unbearable suffering, to forget that suffering for some time. That's why Sri Ramakrishna is so kind. That's why it is all the holy people are like that. They feel the suffering of the other people. Don't judge. We instantly judge. Oh, he's a bad guy. Oh, he's drinking liquor. Oh, he's having drug. Bad. It's true. But why it is so, if you feel, then your tears will come in your eyes. If you are a good man, you will feel. Swami Vivekananda, when he was a young boy, his name was Naren. And Naren one day asked his father was a rich man, very rich, and barrister of the Calcutta High Court, and also a very renowned person. And he used to give, anyone comes for any money, he gives. Whatever they want, they will charity. And Naren was a very bright and intelligent boy, very idealistic. And then he saw, these people take money from my dad, and they go to the tabernacle and drink as much as they can, and they are not improving anything for better. Then he said, one day he challenged or asked his dad, where is a young boy? Dad, why do you give this money to these people who go for drinking and drug? It should not be given. It should be given in right person, right people, right occasion, no? That's called Sattigodam. Our Gita also suggests that. But he was not quoting any scripture. He, out of his own simple faith, is saying, you are not helping, you are bullying. Our argument normally comes, we don't give anything, but we criticize. If I give 1 penny to a poor guy, oh, what? If I give $1, probably he goes to drinking or drunk. Are why it is your business? Naren's father responded from another angle. He said, my child, do you know why people go for drinking and drug? To forget some pain, suffering, agonies, which they cannot handle. Therefore they do this so that for a moment they feel free, burden-free. So that's why when you will understand this, his father said this to Naren, when you will understand this, you will not be able to stop your tears rolling from your cheeks. That means a point will come in your life when you will understand why people do that. So Sri Ramakrishna, all the great incarnations, Christ, Buddhas, they see the suffering fallen people Don't judge them. They can pray for them, they can do something to uplift them from their, not to criticize them merely. So, we criticize, that is also have a place, because we do that so that we don't indulge into drug and drinking. Because it may give momentary satisfaction, momentary relief. It is like we have some arthritis pain all over. No, you take a medicine, pain medication. Okay, pain medication you take for some time, and then you next moment again pain starts. That is not a cure. There is a better cure. But the person who is in that condition, he is helpless. He does not know any other avenue to get themselves out. Therefore, they feel the suffering of these people and they sympathize. That's why Sri Ramakrishna is talking to Girish, no? Girish said, you are all he prayed to Sri Ramakrishna and said, "O God, give me purity that I may not have even a trace of sinful thought." And Ramakrishna, see, a person, Girish's character, if you read the life of Girish, you will understand what type of bohemian character was Girish. He said, I have not done anything worse than any bad person can do. I committed all types of blunders. But he is saying his faith, God can redeem me, can take away my sin. And here is a living example. Master is saying, a drunk person is drunk. But of course, Girish is a very special person. His faith, his trust, that's why Ramakrishna emphasizes. You have such faith, unconditional faith you have, trust you have, devotion you have. You have such devotion. You are not, you are in a state of joy. You are internally, you are in the state of joy. Are you not? That is the question. Girish said, no sir, I feel bad. Why? I have worries. Why worries? I have worries and anxieties. And that's why I have drunk so much liquor, very open expression of what he did, no hiding. I did this because I have worries. I want to forget that worries. That's why I did that drinking. A few minutes afterwards, Girish said again, Lord, I am amazed to find that even I, have been given the privilege of serving the perfect Brahman. What austerities have I practiced to deserve this privilege? Means he is serving Ramakrishna. That's why he says, I have the privilege. Though I am of this character, bad character, and society looks upon me as the worst person in the society. Worst person because of his low character, image, drinking, drug, women, all this. So this is the person. So people hate me. And here is one person who looks at you are already pure. That means he's giving a boosting in his mind so that he can come out of that. That is the grace of the divine personalities. We are ordinary level, we need not have to do that. That will be a fake show. Huh? Rather help him in another way if you can. Give them counseling or do something so that he can come out. But it is for God. Ramakrishna like people who can by look change their character. Like Christ said, he can do by just looking at them, by touching them, by thinking of their welfare, they can be transformed. So Ramakrishna is like that. Thank you.
Girish was respectable because of his talent in society. Because the Girish used to see him in lowly way.
Yes, the society used to, honest people used to look upon him, his character. He's a genius. There may be genius people everywhere. What is there in it? In every country there are great people. But what about his character? Society judges a person by his character. Indian society at least the time we are talking about, Ramakrishna's time, society has some values. They know this is the good quality, this is the bad quality, this should not be done, this should be done. Even Ramakrishna, see, look at Naren's childhood stories. When Naren, Swami Vivekananda was a young boy, his heart was broad. So one of his friends, he was very poor, so he could not pay the fees for final examination. So he went to the clerk in the school office saying that, please, I have no money, I cannot, please excuse my fees so that I can appear in the examination. And he ruthlessly threw out his paper. No, I can't do anything, get out. You collect money and then deposit the fees, then you will be permitted to sit for examination. Now what happened? It came to knowledge of Naren, the young boy, young Vivekananda. He said that, oh, is it the condition? Okay, don't worry, I will get it done. What he did? The same guy has one weakness. He used to go for some guli. Guli means some intoxicating drug. It's called the something like that. And he is going to that shop. This Calcutta, in those days, everything is available, but it's hide and seek. Those things are sold secretly. But this teacher or this clerk, who was that man, he is just coming back and he has a intoxicating mood, so he will have to go to have every day those drugs. So he was trying to go and looking right and left, and trying to enter into that shop where the shop is available. And Naren was following him, and Naren caught him. Sir! And seeing him, he becomes so upset. Sir, Naren, why are you here? Just before he is entering into the lane a narrow lane where he can get this drug, and this guy was caught by Naren, young bright boy, He said, Sir, what is your business here? What are you doing here? Well, sir, this boy is very poor. I know him. And you will have to excuse his fees. That you have refused him. So, don't worry about that. Send him tomorrow. I will get it done. And his purpose was done. And then he left the place. And that is the point. Society was so much, they know. Society's eye was little different than that of the modern society. Now, marijuana is open here. No, it does not matter anything. But the Indian society, at least, there may all good, bad people will be there, but society, at least from outside, there is a moral standard there. So people, they are hiding, they are stealthily going to have some drug. So anyhow, so that is the point. So a few minutes afterwards, Girish said, Lord, I am amazed to find that even I, have been given the privilege of serving the perfect Brahman, Ramakrishna, the imperfect Brahman. And is saying that I have done probably some good austere practices in early life. Sri Ramakrishna took his midday meal. On account of his illness, he ate very little. The master's natural tendency,
They are complaining the net connection is getting interrupted.
Oh, देखो तो क्या है? Good. Probably somebody was in between, something happened. Sri Ramakrishna took his midday meal. On account of his illness, he ate very little. The master's natural tendency of mind was to soar into the plane of God consciousness. He would force his mind to be conscious of the body, but like a child, he was incapable of looking after his own body. Like a child, he said to the devotees, I have eaten a little, I shall rest now. You may go out for a little while. Sri Ramakrishna rested a few minutes. The devotees returned to the room. Girish again started saying, the Guru and the Ishta. I like very much the form of the Guru. I am not afraid of him. Why should it be so? I am afraid of ecstasy. At the sight of ecstasy, I ran away. Girish said all this. Master said, he who is the Ishta appears in the form of the Guru. The aspirant practices meditation on a corpse in a tantric practice. When he obtains the vision of his chosen ideal, it is really the Guru who appears to him and says, this is that. That is to say, he points out to the disciple his Ishta. Guru takes the hand. That's why it is Thakur said in another place. Guru is like a friend who holds the hand of the disciple and takes him to God and says, this is your Ishta. The Guru then disappears. Uttering these few words, the Guru then disappears into the form of the Ishta. Guru, that's why in our meditation normally it is said, think of Guru, and ultimately Guru merges into Ishta. Ishta means your chosen ideal, whom you meditate every day. Say Rama, Krishna, Christ, Buddha, your Guru Mahim have given you that thought. So you think of your Ishta, but your Guru is holding you to take, this is your Ishta, and he merges into Ishta. Here, in the state of perfect jnana, who is Guru? Who is Sishya? Disciple. That creates a very difficult situation that the teacher and the disciple do not see each other. This is the whole philosophy of Guru. What is Guru means teacher. It is spiritual teacher. It is he who helps us, gives us the mantra, gives us the divine form of God, which is my ideal, and he is the representative of the divine. So he is, don't look upon him as a human being. He is the Satchidananda God has come in our life in that form to guide us, lead us to that abode of absolute peace. That's why he says that when a vision comes ultimately, last time, if suppose meditation becomes really successful, one spiritual student practicing long time with the mantra and those, when he comes to a success, when he comes into a point of experience, then what happens? It happens that this Guru, this Ishta, comes and merges into that. Guru merges into the Ishta. There is Ishta no more separate. So Ishta and Ishta in a human Guru is nothing but, and come, see here, see, so much empty space, sit in here. Yeah.
So if you just leave the vicinity of any human Guru, you are perfectly attained as Satchidananda?
No, that is not the point. What he is saying, listen what Ramakrishna is saying. He who is Ishta appears in the form of the Guru. So what is God the divine? Transcendental, I do not know. I hear that Rama is my Ishta, Krishna is my Ishta. I have never seen him. I have seen some photograph. I have seen some statue. I see Sri Ramakrishna in some photograph. But I don't know him. I read some books. What is Ramakrishna like now? But I have no idea. I make an idea reading his life, character and all these things. But a human, tangible Guru, when he comes in our life and guides us, okay, you, who is Guru? That fundamental condition is something to be understood first. Anyone and everyone is not a Guru. Anyone can claim that I am a Guru. She is not a Guru. But Guru, in our scripture, always it has talked about, he knows He had studied the scriptures. He studied the scriptures. What is scripture saying? He does not give any advice which is non-Vedic or not the experience of other realized souls. He says that, and he practices himself. And he practices to his best, he practices, and he has advanced a little bit further. And his pure life, he's perfected more than me. That should be the Guru. There may be Guru. See, Guru means in our teachers, say you go to the university. A teacher who is postdoc, students are being taught by someone. He is also a teacher. Undergrad student is being taught by some teacher. He is also a teacher. Go to the 10th grade boys getting a school teacher. He is also a teacher. When you are in grade 1, grade 2, there is a teacher. But teachers, these teachers are not in the same category. A high school teacher, a grade school teacher, a college teacher, and university teacher are not in the same category of experience and knowledge. But for a student like a grade school, or in a nursery school, they don't need a doctorate and big guy to teach that nursery boy or girl. So teacher have reached the goal, or he's little advanced than me at least, he can guide me. Very realistic point. A 10th grade student can teach a 5th grade boy his math or his other subjects. That type of ideal teacher is ideal teacher. Ideal teacher will touch and it will happen. But ideal teacher and ideal student is necessary second there. We are not ideal students, and our teachers are not ideal in the sense all Brahmogyanis, they are very merged into Samadhi. So that is the point. The teacher is God. If you don't think that, don't take initiation. Don't go in this path. You will be lost unnecessarily. And being in close to the teacher is not. What teacher teaches you to follow that? You are why to think of a man as God. It's useless, worthless. You lead the lesson of what he has been given. God has come in the form of a human personality, whom I can interact, whom I know, whom I seen, and his pure character will have some influence with his words. And he is trying to help us. He should not have any motive that I am your guru, now give me $10,000. Okay, give me this, write for me a good recommendation, I can be a senator. Not asking for anything. That's the condition of a criterion of a guru. So that type of guru has to be taught that he is my only friend, who has given me friend, philosopher, guide, who is helping me to cross the ocean of this cycle of birth and death. Don't go to that guru unless you are satisfied. And if you feel that way, yes, you think of him, you meditate on him, and really your faith will take you, not the sadhu. The example is there. Ramakrishna have given all this example. A child was taught that there is a child used to come every day, Madhusudan Dada. So he used to come, this child used to come from a village and crossing some wooded area or forest area, little part of it. A child used to get every day frightened to come to the school. So that story, Thakur said that
She said that the milk girl should be.
that's the milk.
That teacher told.
Bring yogurt for the whole festivity of their teacher's family. No, teacher has a family celebration, and there he needs so many people to feed. And he wanted to ask everyone, you all of you students, bring little thing, so that on the festive day. And one poor boy, his mom send it something, a little yogurt in a small container. And seeing that, teacher got so annoyed. This is for festive day, this much yogurt you have brought. And he said, and then he was just, she poured or what, or broke. And it became full again full, again full, again full.
Teacher taught him here that if you call upon God sincerely, God will take care of you.
Okay.
He believed it.
Okay.
And then when teacher asked him to bring some yogurt for the whole house, he didn't have money for that, but he was in trouble, so he paid for it.
And God gave it.
Then God gave that to take this container to
Yeah.
that program. So he took it, and teacher got angry, and he said that he understood that it's a divine form.
Mm.
Then he said that, how did you get it?
Mm.
That you told me, I
Prayed to God. Anyhow, then can you show me God? What did you see? I forgot the exact story, that's why I was getting. But anyhow, the theme of this story is that the teacher himself has not seen God. But teacher told this child that you call upon God and God will serve you whatever you need. So he gave a small pot. God, by God's grace, he got a small pot of earthen pot of yogurt. But when the teacher poured it, it became fill again. Again you pour, again it is becoming fill. So he said, how did you get it? Then came the question. It came from, you taught me that God you can pray and God can give, and God has given. Where is your God? Where is that? And then he said that yes, God is in my life. He appeared before me this way. But why not I am seeing them? Then he said that you are pure, you are simple, that's why you saw. Your teacher is not so simple. So the question, even teacher may not be realized soul, but your trust on teacher makes you there. Your own faith makes you great. That's to be understood. Spirituality does not mean that it should be only that, yeah, yes?
So if the teacher hasn't seen God, can he show me God?
Yeah, he cannot show God, but your faith, we have faith in so many things, which is not there. But in spiritual life, without faith, the spiritual life does not move progress. Even suppose a realized soul, you have no faith in him, you will not gain anything out of it. A spiritual person may be living with you every day and night. Living with him, you can see all the faulty things of that life. So you don't get any benefit of it. But when we are talking today about the Swami, Sarvadevananda, so everyone is talking about what gave him the special spiritual feeling out of him. So, see, you have your faith, you felt that. Many people they saw him and criticized day and night. That maybe human personality is always like that. So it is the Guru is God comes in the form. This is faith. If you don't have faith, don't do that. You need not have to be taking initiation from a Guru. You need not have to think Guru is God, this, that nonsense thing. You go your own way, you find it your own peace. But when you accept a Guru, think that he is God's representative. And have faith in that. That faith will cure you. The faith will purify the heart. Because you are not thinking of man, but you are thinking God. We don't see God in anywhere. At least we are seeing God in my Guru, who have given me the blessings, given me the mantra, given me the Ishtamurti, and the process he has taught. Who in the world can help us that way? Everyone teaches us to be worldly. And then only the spiritual teacher gives us the path, leads us to the path of freedom.
faith means faith in the teachings.
Teachings, and also if you have faith, you can develop so many good things out of that. I may say something. If you are non-receptive, you can make a negative explanation of that. If someone is receptive, he can find out, oh, this means this means. Your mind creates all this meaning, When the mind becomes pure, unless you think of God, how your mind will be pure? So with this purified mind, any simple statement can mean so many things to a pure heart. So it helps us purifying. Anyhow, Ramakrishna says, who is the Ishta? Here, without editing any word, it is written, he who is the Ishta appears in the form of the Guru. That is statement. It is not to manipulate or not to say anything. He who is the Ishta, your Rama, your Krishna, your Buddha, your Christ Ishta, or Mother Kali, or Durga, Shiva, he appears in the form of your Guru. Finish. Simple. Don't make complicated things. The aspirant practices meditation on the course. Course means on the form of meditation prescribed in the Tantra practice. When he obtains the vision, suppose suppose Guru has given you the mantra, you dive deep and do whatever, how much he has taught you to meditate, focus and concentrate on that and go dive deep, 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 deep. And when you get the vision, that is the point, when he obtains the vision of his chosen ideal, you are meditating on Ramakrishna, you are meditating on your Ishta, Kali, Durga, Shiva, Rama, Christ, Buddha, whatever may be your Ishta, when you are meditating upon that, then what happens? It is a statement, Ramakrishna saying, not you and me. It is really the Guru. It is really the Guru who appears to him. Guru comes and he appears and says, quote, this is that. That means, again, Sri Ramakrishna goes on, that is to say, he points out to the disciple his Ishta. He says, this is your Ishta for which you are meditating so much, and you see this Ishta, and in that Ishta, Guru merges. And Ishta becomes all-pervaded. Ishta is transcendental, Ishta is nothing but Ishta everywhere. That is the vision, ultimate vision. Uttering these words, the Guru disappears. Guru does not stay anymore. Guru merges into Ishta. That's why in your meditation, don't think of your Guru much. But you start with the Guru, because that is a starting point. And merge Ishta into the Ishta. And think of Ishta, 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 Ishta. And when the Ishta becomes really visible, again Guru appears. And so, oh, this is your Ishta. And he merges into that. And then only Ishta remains. The disciple no longer sees Guru in the state of perfect knowledge. There is no Guru. In that state, which state? When you are perfected, when you have the right vision, right experience, and Guru comes and holds your hand and shows this is your Ishta. Kusum, there is a story in the Swami Sarvadevananda lives. Sarvadevananda was one of the Ramakrishna's 16 disciples. He had a disciple, her name was Kusum. And that Kusum, Sarvadevananda Swami used to visit their home. And Kusum one day was sick and he was continuing, and you see one day she passed away. He left the body. And Sarvadevananda Swami used to visit the house of Kusum, and also there was one Mr. Mukherjee. They are maybe on the opposite side of the road. They have some in the same vicinity, a little distance maybe, in Ranchi or where. Anyhow, in Ranchi, in India, there is a state, Ranchi state, and Ranchi is the capital. So there, but the Mr. Mukherjee or Mrs. Mukherjee, he saw that Swami Sarvadevananda is walking and this Kusum is also going with Sarvadevananda Swami. And they are very puzzled. Normally when Sarvadevananda Swami comes, naturally they are also informed. Like you go, any guru comes, naturally their disciples are assembled. But this was not informed. Normally it is not the natural law. They always knew that Sarvadevananda Swami has come to Kusum's house. And now he inquired. He said, no, Sarvadevananda Swami didn't come here. But Kusum is gone. Kusum is dead. Kusum is dead, but he saw that Sarvadevananda, the Guru, is holding the hand of Kusum and going out. And then afterwards, he saw, who read the story that later on came another time. And he was a little tired. No?
He was tired
And then someone asked him to fan.
And then Kusum came when he was in half like that.
Half conscious. He was fanning.
Then he said that Kusum tell me what happened the day he passed away.
Passed away. Anyhow, these stories
Then
are
she said
to
that-
remember perfectly. Otherwise its charm goes away.
Then she said like that, the day she passed away, Sarvadevananda came to take her, and then when they were going together up high, but she could not see his face, the face was covered.
Sarvadevananda Swami's face was covered and he was taking the Kusum, the lady who left the body. And then she said that after some time the veil was opened and I find there is no Sarvadevananda, it's Ramakrishna. So that story is mentioned in Sarvadevananda Swami's.
Then she asked like that, she was very surprised. She thought that she is going with Sarvadevananda. When it got unveiled, it is Sri Ramakrishna. Then Sri Ramakrishna said that it was always me only.
It was all.
Maharaj, so I said ultimately the Ishtar, which is your chosen idea of worship, you predicate it upon your guru, or do you, if you have a chosen idea and it's Rama, Shiva, and when it says Ishtar Devata, like the God aspect of the Ishtar, so your guru, that aspect of your idea manifests itself on the guru if you're pure-hearted. Is that what he's saying? That
No.
you see the Ishtar in the guru, or the guru in the Ishtar?
Guru and Ishta is same, meaning there is the Guru's form merges into Ishta. Just you juxtapose like that. There you find that that the Guru's face disappear into Ishta's face. But Guru first needed because he connects us with him. Hey, this is your Ishta. And then saying so, he merges into it. So that is the Sri Ramakrishna's. And this Kusum Kumari's story is very beautiful. If you can find out, then I can really read out for everyone. It's an interesting story. Then the Kusum as a disciple, Kusum actually saw Guru. But it was in the veil, when veil was taken out, he says it was not Sarvadevananda, but it was Ramakrishna. The Ishta is Ramakrishna and Guru was Sarvadevananda. Sarvadevananda merged into Ramakrishna and then ultimately said it is always Ramakrishna. So this is some idea to understand this statement. So this is that is to say, he means the Guru points out to the disciple his Ishta. The disciple no longer sees the Guru. In the state of perfect jnana, who is the Guru and who is the Shishya? In a state when you reach the highest level of non-dual experience, there is no Guru, no disciple. Because there is only one. That's why even Naren learned from Ramakrishna that it is only he is Rama, he is Krishna, he is Ramakrishna, the same person. but not according to your Vedanta. Because in Vedanta, there is only one. There is avatara is also a mental creation. In a pure mind, you see avatars. Impure mind sees human being, no? Our impure mind, I see you as a human being. But purest mind sees it is only all the divine entities are real in their vision experience, no? So, when avatar is not there, guru is not, that's why in our chanting we do. Shankara's chanting, Guru Naiva Shishya. There is no guru, there is no shishya, there is no disciple, there is no teacher. But that's a very high level. Don't go to that level. If you have reached that level, there is no need of any guru, no shishya. But to reach that point, you need somebody to hold you, to guide you, to take us to that Ishta Devata. That creates a very difficult situation when you reach that state of oneness. That creates a very difficult situation that the teacher and the disciple do not see each other. Guru Shishya dekha nai. There is no seeing each other. Tumi kichu bolcho? You are asking some question? A devotee, Guru's head, disciple's feet. A devotee said, Guru's head and disciple's feet means a disciple should be always humble to the teacher. You know, unless you become humble, you cannot learn from anyone. Huh? There is an example. Suppose there is a pot of water. You want to put into someone. Huh? If I hold the pot above and the water jar is here, will it flow into it? You have to put down. So then you pour it, the water will go down. So you cannot, before teacher, if you think, what teacher knows, don't go to that teacher. That teacher will not benefit in your life. Rather it will do harm. Because you don't learn anything, learn only the negative things. Be very careful. That's why it is said, before accepting your guru, you have 1,000 choice. Whether you accept, whether you judge it, whether it is genuine. Do all these things. But don't do that after accepting. When you accept it, you bow down your head. You follow what he says, what he asks you to do. If he asks you to do something unethical, don't listen to that. Then you are in a wrong place, but that will not harm you. If they say, oh, go and kill somebody, don't listen to that. And he is not a guru. And no guru teaches us like that. And this Ramakrishna, the mission gurus, no one teaches, go and kill somebody, do something immoral and cheat somebody and hit somebody. But they only teach how to love God, go forward, think of this. Maybe he is not perfect, but he's pure, his character is pure, his intention is pure, his love is pure. He does not want any monetary gain or name, fame, position. What he expects? In our tradition you will find that is the beauty of the order. They don't expect any such thing, only they expect that you should be more spiritual. You will be more happy. You will be more satisfied in your spiritual practice and more joy inside day by day. And Guru's happiness will be more there when the real student actually progresses in spiritual life. So this is the tradition, that is called the Guru. And that is the relationship with the disciple. And it is the sweetest relationship, loving relationship, most respectful relationship. If you have not that, throw away that Guru. It is not doing any good to you. And it will not do any time any good. Girish said, yes, it is true. That Guru's head and disciples' feet. Meaning what? Guru's head and disciples' feet. Guru's head and disciples' feet. Or I thought opposite. Guru's head. Is it right? I'll have to check it. Normally it is the opposite way, you see. Guru's feet is disciple's head. That means they should bow down to Guru. But anyhow, we'll have to check it. I never paid attention so much clearly. Girish joyously, yes, it is true. Now another devotee, Navagopal. But listen to its meaning. The disciple's head belongs to the Guru. Oh, that way. Disciple's head belongs to the Guru. And the Guru's feet belongs to the disciple. That meaning is good. Disciples, Guru's, the disciple's head, that is to correct his buddhi, giving him right understanding, mental corrections, attitude change. It is under the control of Guru. Guru controls your brain, mind, emotions, ego. He is there controlling. And the other is, disciples said belong to the Guru, and the Guru's feet belongs to the disciple. The disciple thinks, to reach that, I need devotion to my Guru. That is the disciple's feet are mentioned, Navagopal. But then the disciple must feel like a young baby. Yeah, Master. There are two classes of devotees. One class has the nature of the kitten. The kitten depends completely on its mother. It accepts whatever its mother does for it. The kitten only cries, mew, mew. It does not know what to do or where to go. Sometimes the mother puts the kitten near the hearth, sometimes on the bed. Devotees of this class give God the power of attorney and thus become free from all worry. The Sikhs said to me that God was kind. I said to them, how is that? God is our father and our mother. Should not our parents bring up their children after begetting them? Do you mean to say that the neighbors will look after them? Devotees of this class have an unwavering conviction that God is our mother and our father. And there is another class of devotees. They have the nature of the young monkey. The young monkeys cling to its mother with might and main. The devotees who behave like young monkey have a slight idea of being the doer. They feel we must go to the sacred places, we must practice japa and austerity, we must perform worship with the 16 articles as prescribed by the Shastras. Only then shall we be able to realize God. Such is their attitude. So, he is talking about two nature. We have either one of the two or maybe both sometime. One nature is the kitten. The kitten actually gave everything to mother. Kitten, when he is happy or unhappy, it will be only mewing. Mew, mew, mew. And mother knows where the baby is to be put. Mother sometimes keeps her or him in a good place, good spot. Sometimes carries with the mouth, takes the baby to some other place. But child, he does not make any effort. He only depends on mother. Mew, mew, mew. And monkey, have you seen monkey babies? They hold mother with the four, 2 hands and 2 legs, holding the mother. And mother is fearless. Mother is jumping from this branch to that branch. And if the baby loses the grip, it is baby's fault. Baby has the idea, I will catch God. I will hold on. That's also attitude. There may be some people of that nature, independent nature. I will by my own effort, I will realize God. That's a good idea. And that's another idea, devotee's idea. I am trying, but I am helpless. I cannot do anything. Oh, Ma, please do something. Oh, Lord, please do something. Please help me something. They cry, weep, and pray. No? That is this spiritual attitude may be of 2 types. Aspirants are 2 types. One of the devotee type, surrendering type. I have no responsibility. I try my best. Whatever happens, it is not my responsibility. I die. I am in a good place. Mother has kept me in good place. Mother has kept me in a bad place. Ma. The baby will be crying like that. And another is, I will hold mother. I will not put my attention to any other thing, but I will catch her. I will hold on to her. That's the Vedantic path. I am Atman. I will do pride. And of course, this attitude is also bhakti also, to be so surrendering that any difficulty comes, they don't go for anything, only cry to mother. As the baby cat cries like that, so we should also be surrendering to God totally. That is everything. I try my best, this much my doing, but oh mother, everything up to you, up to you. The aspirants of both classes are devotees of God. Both are devotees of God. The further you advance, the more you will realize that God alone has become everything. He alone does everything. He alone is the Guru. He alone is the Ishta. He alone gives us knowledge and devotion. So as we move into spiritual life, Ramakrishna said, we will be able to understand that there is only God is there. So that you will realize that God alone, and not only God is there, God has become everything. That's a high level of development. Therefore we start from Guru. And then go on, it will open up, the God is everywhere. God is in my Guru, and then when develop more with a proper type of surrender comes, proper type of knowledge comes, it will find that this whole world is permeated by God and God alone. So we end here. If you have any other question, then we can go for that. This Guru question is very sometimes puzzling. It has a puzzle, because we always think that for us a Brahmajnani par excellence will come, and we judge. Don't judge afterwards, judge before. That is the point. Ramakrishna used to say, watch day and night. And if you get question, then doubt. Stop.
But not everybody gets the opportunity.
Opportunity, no, you get what you are. If you have, it is your karma. Don't talk about that. And what is done, Shishya's disciples' duty is to listen to Guru's words and dive deep into sadhana. If you don't do, don't question. You need not have to question. Why not you take the Guru's words only and dive deep into sadhana? Who has stopped that? Forget all these things. So, pay attention to the goal of life. The entire purpose of getting mantra initiation is what? Why you want mantra? What is the purpose? What is the need? You are happy. You are doing the same work in life. But why did you take that? You wanted some. There is also Ramakrishna's word. Jaddapi amar guru suri bari jai, tathapi amar guru nityananda rai. You take the spiritual instruction part. That is for Guru. Not to see Guru's other aspects, whether he is highly educated, whether he is not, whether he is good looking, or his how he moves, how he talks. Brahmajnani, when you want, that you decide before. Afterwards, if you feel like that, only take the spiritual instruction. That is the purpose. And others are unnecessary thing. We pay attention to the unnecessary, then you will be dissatisfied. If you pay attention to the right thing, it will be the right understanding will come. That's why even with many people, True, your point is there. People get deluded, they don't understand. They ask someone as to be Guru, and later on they found a Guru is like that, Guru is like that. But I say, that is not your business. Guru is like that, Guru is like that. Did you had your personal experience like that? Or here say he said, he said, he said, he said. What is the business? What the other said? What was your personal relationship? You go to the Guru, Guru gave you initiation, Guru gave you the mantra, and whenever you went, he went some with questions and he gave you spiritual responses. That's all. Why are you looking all the aspects of life? And you want to do that, say you should be intelligent enough to do beforehand. Okay. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. So tomorrow there will be Thursday, the class. Whose class? Mahayogananda Swami will be giving the Karma Yoga class. Karma Yoga class. Okay. Tomorrow Karma Yoga class at 7:30. What is that eye glass? Why Swamiji did not have much belief on impersonal God? He encountered Divine Mother in Dakshineshwar and in Kshir Bhavani also. But whenever devotees asked him about such experience, he only vague answered along the line that if you really hear such voices yourself, how can you deny that existence? So there is one question that I can talk to you if you call me. This question about the vague answer that I can discuss you. Achha, second question is, who are the gurus of the Ramakrishna order who give initiation and guides disciples? Mostly you can inquire about in the centers, each center, you can inquire the Swamis, the minister in charge, that's head Swami. He is empowered by our President Maharaj to give initiation. So you can inquire where you are, you can inquire in your local center, and then you can know from them whether that Swami gives mantra or not. So mostly the minister in charge or the head Swami gives the mantra, and it's a tradition, it's called Guru Parampara. It comes from a lineage of that training. So you can control, you can inquire in the centers. You are in America, then you can inquire here. If you go to India, then you can inquire the Belur Math headquarters. And President and Vice President Swamis, they give initiation. Okay? Guidance you can get anywhere. Any center you go, the head Swami can give you guidance. And if you really, if he is initiation, you ask initiation, then that Swami will say whether he will give you or not. But all the Swamis, you can inquire the head Swamis of this center, in this US. And also outside, in the UK also, in Germany also. Wherever the centers, the head Swami does that. Okay? So thank you. Any more question?
So he just shortened to correct it. He wanted to say vaguely, not vague.
Okay. That your question is not right. Why Swamiji did not have much of belief on impersonal God? He always talk about impersonal God. It is not the faith. He used to talk about, I am that, all his Jnana Yoga lectures in this country, whatever he has given, he is talking of impersonal God. But when he encountered Divine Mother in Dakshineshwar, and in Skir Bhavani. You have to understand that was a different level. Spiritual person does not live in one flight. When they are in a high pitch, they are in impersonal level. When they come down in the relative plane. And there is mother doing everything. Mother, I am your child. All these things come. Ramakrishna, when he is in Samadhi, he is in the impersonal aspect. But when he comes down, then he is mother's child. He is crying to Divine Mother, Ma, my hand is broken, I have pain. So as if a baby is crying to mother, no? So that is when you come down to the body identity. So Swami Vivekananda, Brahmananda, all these spiritual aspirants, when they live in that impersonal aspect, it's very high altitude. That time, their presence, all these pictures you find Swami Vivekananda in Samadhi, sitting like that. And that energy radiates there. It is all divine energy. That vibration, you can feel that uplifting vibration. And Ramakrishna was in Samadhi, that's the impersonal aspect. But when you come down in the relationship, there is duality, and that is the personal aspect. God must be a personal aspect when you come down in the level of duality. So Ramakrishna, Vivekananda, Brahmananda, others also, they used to live in this, both the levels. Once in the absolute aspect, in the impersonal aspect, and another time this. Another question, it is not decided from a previous birth who will be. Is it not decided from a previous birth who will be your guru? If it is so, then what is the point of judging even before getting initiation? True, everything is, if you go to that philosophy, everything is, guru is decided, when it will happen it is decided. Then your food is also decided, your job is decided, your school is decided, so we should not do any effort then. That is not true. With our effort, we gain everything. We go to school, we make an effort to get a grade. Oh, my brain will automatically be intelligent one day, so why should I study? Not that. We do some effort everywhere. So in spiritual life also, we should have to find out a guru. That is a very urge, because I need to realize God. So I need a teacher. Who will be the good teacher? As you go to the university, before now all the young students who are getting into university, they are running to 2, 3, 4 universities. I applied this university there and there. Let me go. Mom and dad and child all go to see the university, campus, this, that. And then inquire, this subject, where is the best teacher? This university or that university or that university. So all are universities. So you go any university. True, everything will happen according to our luck. We call luck. But luck is that maybe one factor, our karma ultimately leads to it. But that includes our effort also. Effort is included in that. Sometimes without effort, there is a proverb in the Sanskrit that a lion, lion is the king of the forest, no? But because he is the king of the forest, the deers don't jump into his mouth. Okay, you are hungry, I am in your mouth. Lion also chases the deer, and that is within the effort. Of course, which deer will be his food, that is predestined maybe in the flock of 100 deers, which he ultimately will be caught. God knows. But we will have to do some effort. And if you have total faith, of course, that's also another side. If we have total faith, God will bring me good guru. That's true. It can bring. I give you one example. There was one Swami. His name, he was our 10th president, Swami Girish. I say that Maharaj was initiated by Swami Brahmananda. And when that Swami was initiated with Brahmananda Maharaj, his friend, another friend also, or little junior, I do not know, he was also went to Maharaj. And Maharaj did not give him initiation, mantra. Maharaj said, Prabhu will give you initiation. Prabhu means, in Sanskrit, in Bengal, if you say Prabhu, means God. So he thought, Maharaj will not give me, and Prabhu will give, then God will give. So he was sitting idle. But he tried. But some way, after Brahmananda, he tried with Swami, Mahapurush Maharaj, Shivananda. Some way it didn't happen. Then he tried for next. And so many presidents went on. And when this Prabhu Maharaj, Swami Vireshwarananda, his other nickname was Prabhu. Understand my point? Prabhu is God.
Okay.
The man who wanted initiation, he went to Brahmananda Maharaj. Brahmananda Maharaj said, God will give you initiation, as if he understood. Prabhu will initiate you.
Okay.
And he thought, Maharaj will not give me, negative. So when God will give, whenever it happens. And he was trying one after another, no? And on the 10th, when this Prabhu Maharaj became the president, the Vireshwarananda Maharaj, he got initiated at that old age from Prabhu Maharaj. So if you say, when it will happen, how it will happen, really correct, it is God has ordained something. But he didn't give up the attempt to go to Mahapurush Maharaj, Shivananda, then to Akhandananda, to Vivekananda. He went on, but it didn't happen. Some difficulties, some obstacle came and it was cancelled. And he lived in South India, and to come from that end to this far was also difficult. So anyhow, but it happened when his friend became the president, and he got the mantra from there. So this, you are correct in both ways, but we should have to, as we go to, as I said, to find a good school, you inquire about which school is good. You can go and checking which guru fits to your mind and your soul, and you feel comfortable, you can find that. And ultimately give it to God. God will do the best connection. But our effort should be there. That's all? Anything more?
Yes. How to take ignorance in practice on hard unity?
How to take ignorance in practice on hard reality. How to take ignorance in practice on hard reality. What does it mean? How to take ignorance in practice of hard reality. Practice of hard reality means what? In the real life.
The question makes sense.
So please clarify this mantra, question better. How to take ignorance in practice on hard reality. You may say in hard reality, in our day-to-day life, this is, how can I say it is ignorance? It is a hard reality. It is suffering, joy is joy. How can I say that it is ignorance? Yes, it is ignorance because in the outlook, ultimate look, if we look outlook, we are all divine, then anything is under the ignorance. And under the ignorance we are suffering. We are suffering where? Because we are knowledgeable, that's why we are suffering. Or we are ignorant, that's why we are suffering. So ignorance is to be accepted. Our suffering, our joy in hard reality. Whenever joy comes, suffering comes, pain comes, distress comes, it is all reality, no? But it is not real ultimately, it is a play of ignorance. That much we have to, by that will come only by practice of spiritual discipline. When we can do what Guru has told us, do practice, and this idea will be clarified then. Okay? Okay, thank you all for putting these questions. and tomorrow you come to Karma Yoga class. Okay? Thank you.